Where to begin? I told myself I wasn't going to make this video because I truly do everything that I can, and in fact you can even say I go out of my way to keep away from those people that have nothing but negativity and hate to spew, just absolute garbage coming out of their mouth all the time. You know who I'm talking about. I don't give them the time of day. I don't give them the satisfaction. In fact, some of these channels I haven't even watched in over 3 years as a result. I want to bring up something that I wasn't gonna, but I'm kind of getting annoyed with hearing it because it's not just one specific channel in particular. There's been numerous channels that have also kind of brought up and or talked about the same exact subject. And the fact of the matter is that they absolutely do not know what the hell they're talking about whatsoever. In the Army, and you're undergoing BRM, basic rifleman marksmanship, from time to time you have a person to your left and right, and sometimes they crossfire over into your lane. And the way that the range instructors announce it prior to you going through the engagement process, they say to stay in your lane. What that means is your target is in front of you. You should be firing at that target, not to the person to the left, not to the person to the right, but the one directly in your lane. Ergo, stay in your lane. Another time that we use that term in the Army is basically to instruct our subordinates to mind your own fucking business. Stay within your ranking structure, okay? If you are not given that position of power or authority, it is not in your position or power to try to interject when that group of soldiers or leadership is talking. Do not talk out of turn, do not talk out of context. So I've been seeing a lot of these videos, and I don't think that they even understand what that term means, but they are far from doing what that term was intended for. Minding your own business. That was the reason why that term was developed. Mind your own business, focus on the target that you have in front of you. Don't worry about what the guy to your left and right are doing. Focus on what's in front of you. You shouldn't be out there criticizing or critiquing people and what it is they're doing, because that has nothing to do with you or whatever it is that you're trying to pursue, unless all you want to do is spew hate. This is the problem that I have with this. This is the problem that I decided to sit down and address. Now, I hope I don't have to bring this up again, because I'm doing everything the way that I want to do it, how I want to do it, and the way that I see doing it. I'm not worried about the guy to my left and right. I'm not going out of my way to post judgment on other people. I'm certainly not going out of my way to criticize or downsize somebody and what it is they decide to put onto their own personal YouTube page or whatever it is they got going on. Do you? When did everyone decide that it was their business to be a part of somebody else's business? Okay? Don't worry about what the other guys are doing. Let them do what they're doing. Everyone has a different approach. Everyone has a different way of doing something. Everyone has different likes and dislikes. Everyone has a different opinion. Okay? So anyways, I think this term is just being utilized too loosely, and I don't think that these individuals that have been utilizing this term actually even know what the hell it means. So I wanted to actually talk about it real briefly. Another thing too is that, you know, if you don't like somebody's content, you don't have to watch it. Of course, you hear that expression all the time, but nobody ever actually listens. Okay, you still have these people that just want to just do nothing but be negative and hate and say just some of the most ungodly things in the intent. It's ridiculous. And then you have these people that will literally just go out of their way to annoy the shit out of you and pester the shit out of you. I just don't understand it. Have they got nothing better to do with their life? Let's grow the fuck up. God damn, how many children are we really dealing with here? Jesus Christ, man. This is a place of learning. It's a place of experimenting, sharing opinions, thoughts, etc. You know, I'm building myself my own personal little stainless steel welding workbench here. You know, I've watched a handful of videos from Chuck E. 2009. A lot of great tips there from that guy. utilize some of those tips during the process. Trying out various machines, the ones that I can afford, okay? For it being a hobbyist item, I don't see the need in paying buku dollars for the higher end stuff. Maybe one day I will, you know. I had told myself, you know, when I get to a comfortable level and if I actually stick with this welding thing long enough, you know, then maybe I might go out and I might just try a miller out. I might actually just buy my own miller, you know. But for what it is that I'm doing and how often I've used it since I've got it, I just don't see the need to go out and, well, spend that kind of money on something like that. I am Justin Dow. I do tool reviews on Harbor Freight tools. I also do tool reviews on other tool brands as well. If you go through all my content, you will find things such as Gear Wrench, such as Cornwall, such as Matco, such as Snap-on, such as Husky, such as Cobalt, such as Craftsman, such as Stanley, such as Rigid, such as DeWalt, such as Ryobi. The list can go on and on and on. The reason why I prefer purchasing certain items from Harbor Freight specifically is because I can save some money, and good enough for who it's for, okay? Good enough for me. For what it is that my intended use and how often I'm going to use it, good enough for me. I'm minding my own business. I'm doing my own thing. Believe me, bruh, we doing just fine over here, okay? I don't need any extra added help as far as the shout outs or negativity. Of course, they're always appreciated, but I think I'm doing just fine with the content that I've been producing, and I've got a lot of people that would agree. Band of brothers, okay? There are a select few people that I actually do trust openly with, share things with. We talk about this, that, and the other, share pictures and video footage and whatnot back and forth, and we have a great time of it. But sometimes, just sometimes, you run into somebody that wants to pretend to be your friend, and you befriend them, and you help them out through a very trying time, then really tough spot that they're going through, whether emotionally or spiritually or what have you. But they want to go out of their way to, I don't know, we'll say make friends with everybody, to the point where they start spewing hate as well about the people that have been there to support him along the way. I find that to be very hypocritical, and you know, how dare you try to befriend me and then turn around only to spew your hate and bullshit onto somebody else's channel, thinking that I don't watch or that somebody else doesn't watch and doesn't share that information with me. So as of this day moving forward, being a part of the Astral Stars, I am going to start individually banning people, removing blue wrenches. Eventually we're going to have a community of people that we can trust, that we can actually confine in and talk to and be real with, and just be men, okay? Because let's face it, man, I don't got time for this high school drama bullshit. I got a wife, I got kids, I have a job that I have to work Monday through Friday. I have my good days, I've got my bad days just like anybody else. But I don't need to drag other people into it, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind sharing my opinion when it comes to a tool or something new that I bought or something like that. But yeah, I just don't have the time or the patience to deal with hypocrites or to run around spewing hate because I got nothing better to do. Let's grow up, people, okay? Be a fucking adult. Jesus Christ. That's Justin Dow saying, stay in your fucking lane. That's all I got. See you guys next time. Cheers and deuces.